Toyota is again slamming electric cars, saying the market isn't ready. How can this be? Do you agree with this, that the market is not ready for the electric car? Well, let's go into this and see what the top manager said about this. Welcome back, friends. This is Armen Harayan from TorqueNews.com. If you are here first time, please subscribe to our channel for daily Tesla electric vehicle news and ring the bell so you don't miss my next coverage. And like this video if you find the information useful and helpful. The market is not yet ready for electric cars, said a senior US manager, one of the senior US managers from Toyota. Well, as Electrek said in its coverage, maybe try selling one of the wheels, the wheels stay on, right? So what happened? Let me give you the background. I like Toyota and I understand their reasonings. I've reported my understanding of their reasons, but when they say the market is not ready, I don't understand that very much. So the Japanese car maker Toyota still can't really get used to electric cars. In the past, leading managers of Toyota have drawn attention to themselves with critical comments on battery electric vehicles. Now, skeptical tones can be heard again. The market is not yet ready for electric cars. The same applies to the infrastructure, said Jack Hollis, who heads sales at the Japanese group in North America. And even if you were willing to buy an electric car, he said, you can't afford it because the prices are still too high. Hollis is quoted as saying by Electrek. Here's what exactly he said. I don't think the market is ready. I don't think the infrastructure is ready. And even if you were ready to purchase one and if you could afford it, the price is still too high. It took 25 years to get a less than 10% market share for hybrid. The consumer isn't demanding electric vehicles at that level. The consumer is not screaming 30% or 40% by tomorrow. Well, let's talk about the demand not being high. I understand about the level. But still, look, demand for electric vehicles is nowhere near high enough to meet the US target of increasing the share of e-cars to 50% by 2030, said the Toyota manager. Well, to be honest, I'm not convinced about this point after seeing how Tesla is trying to shorten its electric vehicle delivery waiting times and how Hyundai Ioniq 6 pre-orders exceeding 37,000 vehicles in 24 hours, especially now when the gas prices are so high. According to Forbes, more than 370,000 electric cars were sold in the United States in the first half of the year. This corresponds to the market share of 5.2% in the new car market. Last year, it was only 2.5%. Now, there was the BZ4X electric vehicle recall shortly after Toyota started it. Toyota itself started late on electric cars and kind of unsuccessfully in the electric car segment. The group's first purely electric car, battery electric vehicle, the BZ4X, was only presented last November. Because the wheels came off while driving, thousands of BZ4X cars had to be recalled 2 months after the introduction. And I think Toyota offered to buy them back, right? The group has a tense relationship with electrification. Toyota boss Akio Toyoda drew attention in 2020 and also in 2021 with the comment that the electricity would run out when everyone drove electric cars. Toyota also warned of the loss of millions of jobs to electrifications. I understand, but electrifications will also create millions of new jobs, right? In fact, we had a report on Akio Toyoda's words titled Toyoda's harsh word about electric vehicle adoption, which is actually the top most watched video on our YouTube channel. You can go to our YouTube channel's homepage and you can see that as top story. Many Toyota drivers, on the other hand, want to force the group to produce more electric cars. In a recent petition, they asked the company to do more to protect the climate. The switch to electric cars is too slow for many Toyota drivers. In June 2022, for example, they accused the group of ignoring the climate crisis. In any case, Toyota announced last May that it would expand its model range to, look at this, 70 electrified vehicles by 2025. So we have only basically 3 years for that, or actually 2020, because it says by 2025. We have 2 years to go to 70 electrified vehicles. But keep in mind, this does not mean all of them are purely battery electric vehicles. only 15 fully electric vehicles will be among them. But still, imagine 15 fully electric vehicles coming from Toyota in the next 2 years. Right now, Toyota has only one, the BZ4X. Now, let's get back to what Hollis claimed. Hollis claimed that he said, I don't think the market is ready. I don't think the infrastructure is ready, meaning for electric vehicles. And even if you were ready to purchase one and if you could afford it, the price is still too high. It took 25 years to get to less than 10% market share for hybrid. The consumer isn't demanding electric vehicles at that level. The consumer is not screaming 30% or 40% by tomorrow. Well, Toyota Electrek explains this saying, let's break this down point by point. Is the market ready? This is coming already from Electrek. Electrek says it seems to be, given that no electric vehicle maker can currently meet demand. Good point. Is the infrastructure ready? A DOE study, Department of Energy study, said there is more than enough spare overnight capacity to power electric vehicles, and flexibility in electric vehicle charging times or the potential of V2G can help increase grid resiliency. Also, keep in mind, the building of many electric cars is not going to be overnight, right? It's gonna take several years until they build and in more electric cars to meet the mass demand. But it will also take that many years to build the infrastructure, charging infrastructure for electric cars. So they're going in parallel. The charging infrastructure is not ready yet today, but in 3-4 years, it will be pretty much ready, right? Now, what about the affordability of electric vehicles? Can you afford it? The 2023 Chevy Bolt starts at $25,600 and will have access to the renewed $7,500 EV tax credit and additional state and local credits. There are other low-priced electric vehicles available, and the Inflation Reduction Act even includes a $4,000 credit for low-priced used electric vehicles. However, going back to the demand point, prices are high on used electric vehicles right now because demand is so high for the electric vehicles. Prices of cars are very high on gas cars these days too because of supply chain issues. Now, but Toyota says it took 25 years to get to 10% for hybrids. These are electric vehicles, not hybrids. Hybrids are a compromise technology, not an end goal. They offer little change in how people use vehicles since they're still fueled 100% by gasoline. Also, we're already past 10% of electric vehicles in California, and nationwide electric vehicle market share is about 5% in the first half of 2022, up from 2.5% last year. That means double. Extrapolate that to find out how hard it will be to get to 10%. The consumer doesn't want 30 or 40% by tomorrow, said Toyota. Well, per the poll cited above, a majority of US consumers do in fact want stronger regulations than those proposed by the government. And in the most forward-looking country, Norway, consumers have exceeded even the world's earliest government goals. So what do you think, friends, about all of this and electric vehicle demand? Do you think Toyota has a point? How would you counter Toyota's point? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, friends. In the meantime, this is Armen Harayan from TorqueNews.com. Please subscribe to our channel for daily Tesla, Toyota, electric vehicle news. Like this video if you found the information useful and helpful, because you will help by liking this video. You will help to put this in front of more people on YouTube because of the algorithm. God bless you, everyone. Peace be with all of you. And that way you will help to speed up the transition of electric cars. I'll see you soon in our next report.